Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. And when last we left off, we are so close to having the ticket to our freedom in our grasp. We currently have an imprint of the master key with a lump of gold in the shape of a master key. But that lump of gold is still quite liquid, and it's going to take a long time to cool, unless we do something to speed up the process. Unfortunately, there are two things in here that we can use to do just that. Sink number 1 and sink number 2. We're going to use the one that's slightly further away. Why? Because that one is more awesome. Let's go and get that key.
Okay. Cool. The water has cooled off the molten gold.
Now we have a master key that is still stuck in the mould. All we need to do is get rid of the mould, and we have our ticket to freedom. But first, let's look at what we've done so far.
I'm almost there. All I have to do is get the key out of the mold.
And that's going to be pretty simple considering all the items that we can use to destroy that mould. In fact, I get the feeling that if we just use the mould, we will destroy it ourselves with our bare hands. But I'm going to delay doing that for as long as possible. First, by talking to the cooled off mould.
Lord Key, arise. Lord Key must be deaf. I'll have to find another way to wake him.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be able to in time. Harvey, do you have any advice?
How do I get the key out of there, Harvey?
Just smash the mold.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, that's something that Harvey has a lot of experience with, smashing things. We're going to avoid using the polo mallet, and instead, try the pen.
I guess I'd need a golden Sharpie for that.
That you would. What about the comic book?
Once, Captain Useless spent 30 nights at the pastry chef.
We've heard that one before. What about the pot holders?
It's already cold.
That doesn't mean we can't hold them with the pot holders. Will the mustard help?
The mustard doesn't really help me to get the key out of there.
Maybe you're just not using enough of it. What about the ketchup?
The ketchup doesn't really help me to get the key out of there.
What about if we use them both together? I imagine that's also not going to help, but I'm sure the police badge will.
Good idea. This is guaranteed to work. Huh. Hey, Key. This is the police. Come on out of there with your hands on your head. Didn't work.
Probably because the key doesn't have hands. Also, I quite like that Edna says the word police as police. Just that little touch that makes the lines all that more awesome. Can we sign our key?
If I wanted to give this masterpiece a signature, it would be my own. Edna Hattori Hanso.
And we're not going to be doing that. Fair enough. What about old key with cooled off mold?
Comparing them directly reveals that one of them is distinctly too liquid. I should find a way to cool it off.
We've already done that game. Are you confused? This is called a cooled off mold, not just a mold. We're going to avoid using the fork and the knife because I imagine both of them can be used to free the key. What about the phone?
No, I want...
We've heard that one. What about the cocktail menu?
I guess I could get the key out of the mold with every item I have. Just not with the cocktail menu.
That it's not every item you have, Edna. Every is all-inclusive. We're not going to be using the pinking shears, the signed form.
I don't have to go to...
That's the same. What about the pot?
I need something more appropriate to pry the key out of there.
I mean, we could just throw the mold into the pot. That would work. What about the paper cup? This is bound to work.
The mold has cooled off already. Not that the cup had anything to do with it. In fact, this cup is hard to beat in uselessness.
Edna! That hurts! That hurts right here! Why would you say something so cruel? The cup has been with us all this time. Okay, not this specific cup, but paper cups in general. They've been our stalwart companion through most of the game. How can you be so nasty? Oh right, that's because you're Edna, that's why. Never mind! Let's try and use the cocktail glass. Apparently, you don't know what to do with that. Fair enough, so now we shall try the straw.
The key is already cooled off.
That it is! Finally, toenail.
I'm sure I won't be able to get the key out of there with the toenail alone.
That you won't. Let us pick a delicate tool, one that is bound to not damage the key when we use it. The polo mallet. A weapon of subtlety, a weapon of finesse, a weapon of grace.
I should be able to free the key with this. Yippee! I've made it! My own master key!
Let's take a look at it. That does indeed look like the master key. The background for it is even a goldy yellow. Look at this item. Look at what we have made. This is a huge milestone. One we're going to examine in more detail.
I've got my own master key. I feel like a mythological Greek hero.
You have climbed Mount Olympus and locked the gods in the bathroom.
All of them? That's quite an achievement. I wonder if there are any Greek myths involving Mount Olympus's bathroom. Probably not, but wouldn't it be cool if there was?
My own master key. What am I gonna do with you?
We could write a keynote address.
I think you're just a little off key.
Oh, you've been waiting a long time to use those key puns, haven't you? It was worth it. Harvey?
Look, Harvey, we've made it. We can go wherever we want now.
To Jupiter, please. Can we go to Jupiter?
Let me rephrase that. We can go wherever we can go now.
Ha! I've been to all those places. They're boring.
Everywhere? That's a lot of places, Harvey. How did you manage to get there so quickly? How were you able to afford it? Alright, you probably didn't pay, did you? No, you probably didn't. Polo mallet?
I don't have anything against keys. It's the locks I can't stand.
Fair enough. What about the pen?
I guess I'd need a golden Sharpie for that.
We've heard that one before. Comic book?
Captain Useless has the right key for every door. Too bad he's lacking the time to try them all.
If you have a near infinite number of keys, it would take a very long time to see which one is right.
It's already cold.
It's probably very cold by now. Mustard?
Whoops. I thought for a short moment just there that I had a hamburger patty, but it's just my master key.
You always confuse things like that in everyday. Keys, hamburgers, doors made of papier-mâché. It's so easy to mix them all up.
Whoops. For a short moment there, I thought I had a hamburger patty, but it was just my master key.
That was a set of lines that may have sounded the same at first listen, but they were subtly different in their delivery. Wonderful.
Too bad. The badge with the secret compartment will be in next month's box.
Oh, but I want that now. Let's see if the cornflakes taste any better with Master Key.
A key in a box of cornflakes? This is really too absurd.
No, it's really not. We've done far more absurd things.
One is the key to freedom. The other is the key to group therapy.
What have we been doing all day?
I don't know. I really don't.
The viewers do, though. You've been doing many crazy things, including messing absolutely everything up.
I remember the day when I learned to forge signatures.
It unlocked so many opportunities.
And now we can unlock doors that will lead to more opportunities. Now let us compare the Master Key with the old key.
My master key is way cooler.
Don't make the old key jealous. It might develop a grudge.
These are two useful tools you don't find on a Swiss Army knife.
Indeed. Wait, you do find forks on a Swiss Army knife. What Swiss Army knives have you been looking at?
I most certainly will not cut up my master key with it, even if it was possible with this knife.
Which it most certainly isn't. Now let's see if the barkeeper's signature will have any different interaction compared to using Dr. Marcel's.
Just a second. I think I can decode the barkeeper's signature with this key. Let's see. XXX. The X is for aha, and the second ah. Well, this means either barkeeper or everyone who reads this is a stupid ass.
I feel like I've been insulted subtly. I wonder why. Let's use the phone.
I managed completely without the call-a-friend lifeline.
But you wasted the 50-50 lifeline at the coin toss.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, especially because I knew the answer.
You just wanted to be sure. It never hurts to be sure.
The master key is not on the menu. I got one nonetheless.
The world is a raisin tree, and you have very long arms.
That is a very unusual statement there. I wonder if you need very long arms to get raisins off raisin trees.
Cut the master key? After all the hassle? Not a chance.
Oh, why not? Then we could go and make another one. Form?
My therapy group would be proud of me.
Would they really? I don't think they would be if they knew what you were doing. Part with master key?
Only if it can't be avoided. Or if I get a craving for gold.
How often do you get a craving for gold? Time for the paper cup.
I know!
What? What?
If I attach the master key to the water cup and hold the whole doohickey like this... Don't say it.
Stupid idea.
Shush.
Was it a stupid idea? But we could have solved so many puzzles trying that. You didn't give it a chance, Edna. Why do you never give the paper cup a chance? It's just trying to help. Let's use the coat hanger.
This key gets me everywhere but the laundry lift.
Do we really need the laundry lift anymore now that we have the master key? Probably not.
Speech! Speech! Run as fast as you can!
That's what we're probably going to do. Now let's use the straw.
No, the gold is completely solidified now.
That it is. And finally, toenail.
I love opening doors.
You should be a burglar.
I was thinking bellhop in a hotel, but burglar doesn't sound bad either.
If there's one thing that's been an impediment in this game, it's opening doors, but not anymore. You see this door right here? We could unlock it if we want to, but we're not going to just yet. First, we're going to go back down to the area where we got that clay and try one more time to grab it and see if the person digging a hole to freedom would like to come with us in our far more effective way of getting freedom, by just unlocking the back door. Let's see if we can grab this.
No, thank you.
We cannot. Can we use the master key with the hole?
Hello? Are you down there? I've got the master key.
What's up? Have you found a better spoon yet?
Better. Much, much better. I've got the key to the outside.
To the outside? What's the deal with the outside? Are there any spoons on the outside? Come on, don't waste my precious time.
I knew it.
I don't think he's going to be coming with us. I wonder if anybody actually will. I think it's time to go to everybody and see if we can get them to come along. But first, let's see if we can unlock those locked gates that we've encountered on the various floors of the asylum. One of them is over here. If we just pop up the stairs... Can we reach that lock from here? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Now we can go straight from here to here. And while I'm thinking about it, let's unlock this one as well.
Yeah.
Now we don't need the laundry lift system, and all of the graffiti that was on this door has disappeared. That is because we are now on the other version of this screen, the one where we have access to all of these doors, but we also have access to these ones too. And unfortunately, that magically makes all of that graffiti vanish. We can't put it back because we can't interact with the door anymore apart from going through. What can you do, eh? Let's go into here and see if Alaman would like to come with us in our escape. I hope so.
I have the master key. We're free.
Great. You go ahead. I'll be right with you.
Excellent. Looks like at least Alaman is coming with us. Now let's go down to the previous floor and see if we can get everyone else to come along. I doubt Bruce will want to, but it's worth a shot.
Look, Bruce! I have the master key! We're free! We can go wherever we want!
Can't that wait until after lunch? It's free choice day at the cafeteria today.
We could have any food you like outside, but I don't think you're going to listen to reason. You just stay here, we're gonna get out of here. Also, that wallpaper's coming off the wall. Hey Professor, we have the master key. Would you like to come to freedom?
I've got the master key. Finally, we can skedaddle.
Count me out. I'm about to clone my army of dinos. I've already folded 300 helmets from construction paper.
But we're free!
Not for much longer. My army of dinos will subjugate you.
I've got some bad news about your army of dinos. Also, once again, Edna uses the awesome word skedaddle. Keep using that word. It's awesome. And while we're here, there's the TV. And not only do we have the master key that we can show it, but I think there are a few other items that we have not tried with this TV. First, the one we just got.
The key likes pay TV.
The choice is much more open, if you know what I mean.
Makes sense considering that you're a key. What about the straw?
The straw adores soap operas.
Some people think they suck, but I like them.
I see what you did there, game. Very clever. What about the cocktail menu?
The menu doesn't watch anything special. It just channel surfs.
I just can't ever make up my mind.
Really? The only thing on the menu you can actually pick is stinky drink. You have a choice of one and you still can't decide? Code hanger I think we've already done, but I'll double check.
The coat hanger likes fashion shows.
I never know what to wear.
I think we've already done that one. Anything else? Cocktail glass, just in case I missed that one.
The cocktail glass adores James Bond movies.
Martini.
We've already done that one too. I think I've done pretty much everything there. Or maybe I've missed something. Missing one thing, it's inevitable. Now let's go out of here and see if we can get Jug to come with us. Also, we're going to use this key on the shelf of infinite board games, because why not?
There's another game here, Key Factor.
I think we've already seen that one. Jug, we're free. Come with us to freedom.
We're free. I've got the master key.
Jug.
But we could...
Jug.
I see. What a loyal soul.
It was worth a try. Now let's see if we can show the person tending to the laundry lift the master key. And in doing so, destroy their whole reason for being there. Let's see what happens.
I've got the master key.
I see. And what's that supposed to mean exactly?
We can go wherever we want.
But not through the laundry lift system.
Screw the system. We don't need it anymore.
So why don't you stop blocking the line then? Make room for other passengers?
I don't think he's ever going to be convinced not to tend to that laundry lift system. Also, do you want the master key? Didn't think so. There's one more person that we can show this to here, and that is B-Man. I'm sure B-Man will be very interested to see it, and also, let's use the master key on the master key and collapse the space-time continuum.
This isn't the key to the artist's subconscious.
Are you sure? Hey B-Man, we can get out of here if you want to.
We're free. Come along.
I'm free to stay here.
That you are. Can we trade the master key for the crayons?
I can't wax the clay.
No, we can't. Alas. And while we're heading to the ashtray, because of course we need to use the master key on the ashtray, it's time to see if we can melt the master key in the barrel.
I'd rather not. I'm afraid it might dissolve in there.
It probably would. Now it's time to see what Harvey says about the master key here.
I know. Look for a keyhole in the ashtray. If we take the master key and...
Give it up, buddy. This ashtray has no other function than stubbing out cigarettes in it.
Let us now go and do what the Keymaster said we should, which is free him. I still don't trust him, but we're probably going to need his help to get out of here. After all, we can open the back door, but we've no idea what lies beyond, and it certainly sounds like the Keymaster does. We could go and use the lift, or we could just go the way that we've unlocked, but let's use the lift for old time's sake. It's still working, giving us 2 ways to get wherever we need to go, and that's always handy.
The next exit is approaching.
I was about to say nearly there. We're actually there right now. So when we come back, folks, we will free the Keymaster. For better or worse. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. This is probably going to be a terrible mistake, but it's one we have to do. I just hope it's not as bad as I think it's going to be. It probably is, though. Later.